I'm Ben Martig, City Administrator for the City of Northfield. I've had the pleasure to work closely with Mayor Parnell. Being mayor is an important role and certainly is a challenging one as well. It doesn't come with a job description, but there are many traits that make a great mayor and leader. It's my pleasure to present this year's Mayor for a Day essay contest winners. This contest is open to 4th and 5th grade students in Northfield. We asked students, if you were mayor for a day, what 3 leadership character traits would be the most important to have to be a great leader for the City of Northfield? Let's find out.
Hi, I'm Thisby Jothan, and I'm in 5th grade. If I were mayor for a day, I would be determined to make our world a better place. I would be passionate. Northfield, Minnesota is my home and other people's home also. I would use that passion to make my home welcoming and friendly. Some people don't have the best life right now. COVID-19 is making little things in life hard. I would be hopeful that we will get through this together. I would and will make sure that everyone in Northfield feels safe and comfortable. I would and will do everything in my power to work toward making everyone feel as best as they can. Malala Yousafzai once said, "Don't be afraid. If you are afraid, you can't move forward." I know I can help everyone dealing with loss, hunger, and cold move forward together. I am passionate. I am hopeful. I am determined.
Hi, I'm Isabella Moreno, and I'm in the 5th grade. If I were mayor for a day, I would lead with honesty and intelligence. Having both of these character traits would make a good leader. Another character trait would be confidence. Having all of these character traits, just like Harriet Tubman, these would make a good leader. Having honesty would make a good leader, because if I did not lead with honesty, nobody would trust me, and I would have to have trust to be a good leader. Having intelligence would make a good leader, because if I were not an intelligent leader, it would be hard to lead, but having intelligence would make it easier to lead, and it would make people able to trust me more. Having confidence would make me a good leader, because if I'm not confident, I would not be able to stand up for myself. To lead, having confidence would help me, because I would not be able to lead the people who follow and trust me. Those are the character traits I would use if I were mayor of Northfield for a day.
Hi, I'm Ayla Morgan, and I'm in 5th grade. If I were mayor of Northfield for a day, I would like to keep in mind all of the things that I respect about a pioneer woman named Laura Ingalls Wilder. She once said, "The real things haven't changed. It is still best to be honest and truthful, to make the most of what we have, to be happy with simple pleasures, and have courage when things go wrong." This tells me that she valued honesty and truthfulness, self-reliance, and courage. In order to be a good leader then and now, you need all of those character traits to help people in your community. If you are always dishonest and not telling the truth, people are not going to listen to what you have to say. People want to be able to trust their leaders. Miss Wilder was a teacher. She had to have honesty and be trustworthy to teach her students. Every job is best if you do your best and work hard, Laura said. Her independent pioneer spirit got her through many difficulties in her time. Her family persevered through the plague of locusts, diseases without medical treatment, terrible winters, loss of crops, poverty, loss of a child, and moving to the West. A leader has to rely on his or herself to make decisions and choices for day-to-day life in the community and in times of crisis, much like our recent struggles with COVID-19. It takes a lot of courage to put your story out there for the world to know and read. Laura did just that. It would also take a lot of courage to be a leader and to make decisions that benefit a city like Northfield. I'm beginning to learn that it is the sweet, simple things of life which are the real ones after all, Laura once said. I think that honesty, self-reliance, and courage are the sweet, simple things that will make Northfield a better community.
Hi, I'm Camille Holman, and I'm in the 4th grade. If I were mayor for a day, I would set my alarm for 6 a.m. sharp. That shows commitment because, let's face it, you are definitely committing to something when you wake up at 6 a.m. That same kind of commitment is required to be mayor of Northfield. In my opinion, 3 good leadership traits for being mayor of Northfield are persistence, courage, and ingenuity. It is vital to be able to communicate to the citizens, to listen and not wait to speak. Nelson Mandela inspires me. The traits that he possesses are fundamental for being a mayor or any other position of leadership. For instance, he showed persistence when he kept pushing until he got what was right. If one is pushed down, one needs to be able to stand back up and brush the dirt off one's knees. It is important to have courage to stand in front of a crowd, to speak for those who don't have a voice, to keep going even after you failed to achieve what you had hoped. Like Nelson Mandela said, a good leader can engage in a debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing that at the end he and the other side must be closer and thus emerge stronger. You don't have that idea when you are arrogant, superficial, and uninformed. Nelson Mandela. If I were mayor of Northfield for a day, I would embody those traits. I would listen to people's opinions and points of view, concerns, etc., no matter the gender, class, and beliefs. If I were mayor of Northfield for a day, I would need lots of coffee, because on a regular day, I can't function properly without coffee. But being mayor for a day would definitely not be a regular day. Make that a triple shot espresso, please. I would cherish weekends. Being mayor must be a very difficult and time-consuming job. But the best part, if I were mayor, every Saturday morning, every kid in Northfield would get a bubblegum package. If I were mayor, that is.
Hi, I'm Ella Rich, and I'm in the 4th grade. If I were mayor for a day, I would have to be honest, have racial justice, and be brave. I chose honest because it's a great quality for creating trust. And hey, nobody wants an unhonest leader, right? I chose racial justice because in my opinion, it doesn't matter what the color of your skin is, and it doesn't matter where you come from. Everybody should be treated equally. Last but not least is being brave. Bravery is important because it defines who you are as a person and a leader. People will look up to you for being brave. A perfect example of all of this was Harriet Tubman. If you don't know who Harriet Tubman is, she was a slave as a little girl because she was black. When she got older, she decided to try and stop slavery. She decided to try and build an underground railroad. After her hard work, she built it. With and without it, she freed 70 families in a trip, and she took about 19 trips. That would equal up to about 300 families in total. She brought them all up north to where they would be safe. Another cool thing about her is that all the families she brought up north arrived safely. Wow. An example of her being brave is how she kept freeing slaves and taking a ton of risks. One reason I know she had racial justice was because she freed a ton of slaves. And do you think a white person would do that at the time? Well, maybe, but probably not many. She was an honest leader because she did what she said she would do: free the slaves and bring them to safety. She was telling the truth about that one. I never ran my train off the track, and I never lost a passenger. Harriet Tubman.
I'm Mackenzie Lambert, and I'm in 4th grade. If I were mayor for a day, I think 3 important character traits would be determination, care, and confidence. One example would be Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was determined to go to college and do a good job. I think to be a great leader, you have to be determined, because people are going to tell you that you can't do this or you can't do that, but you need to be determined to do what you think is right. And also, some people should think it's right too. The whole world shouldn't be against you. Okay, now on to confidence. Ruth Bader was confident in women and girls and believed that they could do a lot of things. When you're mayor, some people are going to push you down and say that bad things, but you need to be confident and believe in yourself. And now I'm going to tell you about care. You have to care for your people, not just sit around and think that now that you're mayor, you can do anything. Here's an example of caring. Ruth cares about the life of women and men and think that everybody should be treated fairly. And I think that you need to care about your job. Well, that's what I think. Bye.